If we're looking at the benefit to the users, and if we think about what user need. So the user, for any user using any kinds of multimedia services, they want the best quality, or they want the best quality of experience. So if you're thinking about you're watching a YouTube video, and if the YouTube is just buffering, re-buffering, I'm sure the customer won't be happy with such kinds of service. If you're using a Skype, maybe you're talking with your friend, and the voice is just broken, or the video just not continuously, and you are also not happy with the quality. So the QoE management is trying to providing these kinds we call optimized quality of experience to make the customer happy. So if the customer user is happy with this service, and they would stay with this service provider. So if from a quality of experience management point of view, they maybe want to make customers happy, they want to make the service provider happy. So actually it's a win-win situation. That's the reason QoE management is so important, and is such kinds of important issue for both from user point of view and from service point of view.
Yes, unfortunately, sometimes it's difficult because the developers of new services, they have a precise task which is given to them by the business guys, and then they think if they fulfill the task, everything is fine. But they do not necessarily meet the expectations of the users, because they do not actually know what their users will do and whether the users really demand what is provided by the service. So it's important to somehow reflect to them, to show to them what the experiences of real users are, like in terms of blogs or videos or something like that. They need to see what real users are doing with their service and where the problems arise, and then they can optimize the systems and services. This is something which is very important. So I think the feedback from the experience guys towards the service developers is very important.
The project is expected to have a great impact with respect to three major stakeholders. The first one is the one of the OTT, which is the over-the-top service provider, which can exploit the results of the research in monitoring the perceived quality through the adoption of the models that we are developing within the project. The three reference applications that we are focused on are the video streaming, the social television, and mobile gaming, but our models could be applied also to other applications. The second is the one of the ISP, the Internet Service Providers, which are those that can have a great impact on the perceived quality by changing the configuration of the network and reducing the impairments that could be introduced by the network. However, they need some major collaboration with the OTT, otherwise they won't be able to really get the information needed to evaluate the quality perceived by the end user. I mean, the collaboration with the over-the-top service providers. So accordingly, in the project, we are studying different approaches for a collaboration among these two stakeholders, so that they can all together maximize the quality of experience provided to the final user. The third stakeholder is the end user, which will less and less be bothered by the technical impairments when consuming the applications over the internet, as more and more the other two stakeholders understand how to deal with the quality of experience.
My name is Elisabeth Grigoriou. I am early stage researcher in QoE-Net Project and PhD student in University of Cagliari. My topic in QoE-Net Project is related to QoE management strategies for future smart networks. My achievements during QoE-Net Project are an SDN approach for QoE monitoring of multimedia services using resource allocation in order to achieve an optimized end-to-end quality. Also, I have proposed a novel strategy for QoE monitoring and management in order to solve the major problems of current networking technologies, which are related to the limitations in scalability and flexibility. In order to optimize network resource usage in a dynamic environment, network operators need models and strategies to constantly monitor and manage the end user's quality of experience. Given the importance of these activities, we have proposed an agent-based QoE monitoring strategy for LTE Advanced Pro networks. My target is to enter the telecommunication industry and design monitoring and management strategies in order to improve end users' experience.
Hey you! I'm Arslan Ahmed, and currently I'm working as ESR 2 in QoE-Net Project at the University of Calgary. During the project, I have conducted research in the domain of collaborative QoE monitoring and management of over-the-top multimedia services. For the QoE monitoring, I have developed two QoE monitoring solutions: Qualia, a multi-layer QoE monitoring solution, and Zeus, a quality degradation-based QoE monitoring solution. For the QoE management, I have developed several strategies for collaborative QoE management through over-the-top and internet service providers collaboration. Not to mention, in that collaboration, we have also taken into account the business perspective in collaborative QoE management. Moreover, I have recently developed an SDN-based QoE management platform that is named as Timber. We made it open source for reproducible research. Last but not the least, during this project, I have published 8 different articles. In my future, I would like to continue my research in the domain of QoE management and monitoring, and I would like to focus more on software-defined networks. Moreover, I would also like to focus on future networks such as 5G. Moreover, I'm more keen to develop open source platform for QoE management and monitoring. Moreover, I would like to continue my support to young researchers training and also exchange my knowledge.
Good day, I am Peter András Kara, ESR 3 of QoE-Net. I did my 3 years of research at the W-Man Research Group at Kingston University in London. During the project, my research mainly targeted the QoE of new display technologies, such as light field displays. The presence and effect of cognitive bias was also investigated, as its different forms may have a significant impact on user experience. As my work was based in the United Kingdom, in the land of Doctor Who, I could summarize the publication strategy and the dissemination of knowledge as publish those papers to become the doctor, exterminate, disseminate. As for the future, I shall continue research, since, to be fair, there is still quite a lot to be done.
Hi, this is ESR 4 Navjit Bharwan from Kingston University, London, United Kingdom. I will briefly outline what I have done as part of the QoE-Net project and what I plan to do in the future after the end of this project. My major focus during these past 2.5 years has been on studying and analyzing live gaming video streaming services such as Twitch and YouTube gaming. To encourage further research and help the research community, I have also created an open dataset specifically for gaming video streaming applications. As part of standardizations activities, I have contributed to 2 ITUT recommendations. I have also focused on HTTP adaptive streaming related applications QoE modeling efforts, for which I have done a review, and further we are developing currently a model for HTTP adaptive streaming applications. To encourage further research into these directions of gaming video streaming applications, along with my colleague ESR 6 from Deutsche Telekom, have started a new project in the video quality experts group known as computer generated imagery project. We are also creating further data sets which we are making available for people for free to the research community to share, and so as to encourage further research into these directions. Also, we are creating further tutorials and blogs to encourage further young researchers into this field of quality of experience as well as into the field of gaming video streaming.
Hi, my name is Werner Robitzer, and during QoE-Net I worked at Telecom Innovation Laboratories of Deutsche Telekom in Berlin. So everyone hates it when you want to watch a video and it simply doesn't load. But why does that happen? And who do people typically blame when such a problem occurs? What do people do as a response anyway? These are the questions I answered during my studies. I tried to link traditional video streaming QoE research with a more behavioral approach, where we look at what people are actually doing when problems like this happen. In my studies, I developed a theoretical framework and some novel experimental methodologies to assess human behavior. I could also demonstrate that this approach can be used for monitoring quality. In the future, I plan to conduct even further studies. My goal is to really consider how people interact with video services when we do QoE monitoring and have that become a new standard in the community.
Hello everyone, this is someone from Deutsche Telekom. I joined QoE-Net in 2016 and I have been working on gaming quality of experience during this time. First of all, we need to identify the influencing factor that may have effect on gaming experience. That's why we have been involved, ITUT Study Group 12, in one of the work items. So the next point is making a classification of games based on different type of distortion. And so far we have been involved with more video compression stuff. That's why we have a classification of the games based on game complexity. And the third bullet point is more about the describing, or let's say that having a subjective methodology for assessing the quality of experience during the gaming activities, and it is super important for us. We need to standardize the test methodology. Without having such a methodology, we cannot have a generalizable model. So that's why we have been involved with ITUT, a work item called P.Game. We try to understand the quality relevant perceptual dimension, and we try to understand how we can involve them in the model. The next part is the final goal of my project, which is building a QoE model. And again, here we are involved in another work item in ITU, which is making an opinion model for cloud gaming services. With respect to my role in the future of QoE, I believe that I can be still involved in any quality assessment of different type of service which are similar to cloud gaming, such as virtual reality. The next point is making a bridge between network providers, game developers, but also cloud gaming providers. And I believe that without having this connection between all these stakeholders, we cannot really end up with a good quality of experience for such a service.
Hi, my name is Alex Brakavis from the University of Plymouth. My achievement in the QoE-Net project include the following. I have been able to develop novel QoE-aware SDN-based schemes by utilizing and integrating multipath TCP and segment routing mechanisms. I have been also able to develop novel QoE-centric SDN-based multipath routing schemes for multimedia services over future network. Apart from that, I have been able to develop possible and promising multimedia QoE-based use case scenarios to guide the development of intelligent QoE schemes over future softwareized mobile networks. I intend to develop QoE-aware network softwareization management schemes for multimedia delivery services in future networks. I will also investigate the impact of MPTCP or QoE protocols on adaptive streaming of softwareized 5G networks. I also intend to develop QoE-aware multi-objective optimization models for both SDN controllers and virtual network functions in 5G networks.
Hey, my name is Samir, and I am ESR number 9, working for Disney Research in Zurich. During my time in QoE-Net, my research was targeted at two things. For one, I worked on QoE aspects of new emerging HDR video technologies. Here, I worked on perceived color quality when compressing HDR videos and also investigated viewer comfort of HDR displays. The second big topic was QoE in interactive nonlinear storytelling. Here, I looked into authoring interactive stories and architectures for believable character AI. In the future, I would like to continue working on character AI to improve the quality of automatically generated stories.
Hi everyone, here is Anne-Fleur, the ESR10 from QoE-Net Project. First, I have conducted, in partnership with Dolby, 2 quality evaluations for future HDR standards. HDR stands for High Dynamic Range, a new emerging format which enables a wider representation of luminance in visual contents. Several studies have been performed in order to extend works on subjective evaluations of quality of experience. In the first work, we have created a consumer camera dataset of HDR 360-degree contents. Together with Become, we have conducted an evaluation introducing a new pair comparison evaluation for omnidirectional contents. 2 studies have been done on virtual reality gaming, VR. Last but not least, I have conducted 2 studies which included physiological signals to predict QoE. Collecting physiological responses to multimedia stimuli enables to analyze information that are not explicitly provided by subjects and could be more genuine. Brain activity, EEG, heart activity, ECG and respiration signals were recorded for this purpose. My work sets the path to future research by showing the importance of investigating expectations and physiological signals. An important aspect of these findings is that those assessment methods are applicable to all new immersive technologies.
Hello everyone, my name is Rupak Tamboli. I am ESR 12 of the QoE-Net Project hosted by Holographic KFT. Also, I am a PhD student at the Indian Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. My primary research interests are 3D reconstruction from multiple views and quality assessment of glasses-free 3D content. The light field is a vector function that describes the amount of light flowing in every direction through every point in space. Light field capture and display has received a lot of attention in recent years. Following are some of my contributions in the area of light field QoE. We proposed a subjective evaluation methodology for light field displays. Considering the spatio-angular nature of light field content, we proposed a full reference objective quality metric. 2 high angular resolution turntable datasets of real and synthetic objects were created to facilitate light field QoE research. My recent explorations include pilot experiments on a display-independent light field representation at the Holographica. In near future, we are planning to conduct subjective evaluation of a variety of static and video light field content. There is certainly a need of new objective metrics. View interpolation for light field content is also an interesting research area according to me. And finally, I would like to explore human factors of light field visualization, for example, saliency in light field 3D content and preferred 3D perspective.